So in today's video, I will be explaining to you guys one of the most essential tools in the SMMA space called GoHighLevel. GoHighLevel is a software and an all-in-one CRM that helps you manage all your leads, helps you manage book appointments, helps you basically with every single thing you would need for your agency and for you to scale your business. It provides you with websites, funnels, automations, everything that you need to know. And I know at the start it might be extremely complicated to understand all of these different factors. So that is why in this video, I will be going over step by step, explaining you everything that you need to know about this software and how you can actually utilize it for you and your business. So now let's go into my computer and I'll show you more into it.
So once you've actually set up GoHighLevel and you've set up your sub account, this is what it should look like. You should be on exactly this page, and right now I'm going to show it to you as an example. This is, for example, for our Discord, our program, and I'm going to basically show you how everything works. It's going to be exactly the same if you sign a client or if you're using GoHighLevel for client acquisition. So the launchpad section is actually extremely simple. All you would have to do here is, let's say that you have a client, they can connect their Stripe here, they can connect their Facebook as well, but I'm going to explain it later how you can actually add them as a team member. So the dashboard is basically where you can see your pipeline value, basically the opportunities. So this is basically when, let's say you have people in your pipeline, which I'm also going to show later, you're going to basically have the value of them, right? If like a lead is worth 1,500 for you, then that's where you would put them and it's going to show the value. For example, for us, this is only for the free course, so we don't actually want to sell anything to anyone. Now, conversations, this is where actually you're going to have all the conversations with all of your leads, prospects, or whoever you're reaching out to. So let's say a lead comes in from Facebook, you will see them exactly here. Sometimes if they don't show here, you just click on all, and then that's where you're going to see all of the people, and then basically you can reach out to them, message them like a simple, like on WhatsApp, you can text them and all of that. Now calendars is also extremely simple. It's gonna look blank for you if you haven't connected a calendar yet, but once you've connected a calendar, it should exactly look like this, and you can basically create multiple calendars and you can choose exactly what you want. So if we go over to contacts, this is where all the leads or people who you've came through Facebook or whatever, funnel you've built. So this is, for example, for a free course, this is all the people that came in. And then opportunities is also extremely simple. This is just to keep everything tracked. So for example, for the free course, we have this, we have all the people here, and then we'd follow up with them, asking them how's the course, all of that. Now payments, this is if you want to send invoices. It's not really important, we don't really use this section, so I would just skip this in your opinion. Same with marketing, this is not really necessary at all. Now automations is one of the most important ones, right? So automations, if you create a new workflow, because I know from the start when you start GoHighLevel, you might be extremely confused on how to actually do it. So first of all, you just name your automation whatever. Let's say we do SMS outreach as an example. And it's extremely simple. So even if you're not good at, programming and all of that, it's pretty straightforward. So you would basically start, and for example, here, as you can see, let's say they submit a survey, right? They submit a survey, and then if you add filters, you can basically exactly filter out everything that needs to be done. So when people say they don't understand GoHighLevel, it is extremely straightforward. So as you can see here, it makes complete sense if, for example, someone submitted an order or submitted a form or placed an order. Like, it's extremely simple. So like once someone actually does a task, that's when you actually can, do something. So for example, as I said, if we go down here and we have survey submitted, and then for example here, you would just select the survey, and then once you've selected, for example, this, and then you would just click save trigger, and then you would add your next action saying, for example, send SMS. So like someone actually submits a survey on Facebook and the lead came in, it's automatically going to send an SMS. And if you don't want to do it instantly, you can basically, add a time. So, so it actually waits. So like it's not going to instantly send out the message. For example, also you can add multiple different things. Like if else, if they respond with yes, if they respond with no, you can create multiple workflows and basically have it fully automated. So I'm not going to show the whole automation system, how to actually build it, but it is extremely simple to understand. And yes, at the start, it's going to be confusing, but after a while, you're going to get used to it. Now sites is where you're actually going to have all the websites and funnels that you created. To create a funnel, it's extremely simple. You just go here, and I'd suggest choose from a template. It's easier if you're starting off. You just choose any template, and then basically you just change the pictures, change the text to your personal liking. It is so straightforward that even a 5-year-old can actually do this. Same with websites. It's the same thing. It's just not a funnel, it's a website. And then as you can see here, we have a bunch of different funnels that we use, and you just have it all tracked all in one. Then we have memberships. This is, for example, if you're creating a course. For example, for us, we have our free course. This is where we created it here. And basically you can create this on fully automated on GoHighLevel with different types of videos, you know, different type of text, everything. So you can basically set it up all here. But if you're doing basically service delivery for your clients, you don't really need this. These last two are really not important. Reputation, not important. Reporting, not important. This is basically just you know, an example. Now reporting, if you do have your client's Facebook connected, you can see the ads and how they're performing. If not, it's just gonna say here like a sample data. Now going into settings, for example, if you want to add a team member, this is where you add it. So the way you do it is you come here, you add their first name, last name, their email, and then a password for them. The way I usually do it for my clients is you could basically use their first name and then do something like 1093 or some number that you're familiar with, and then it's basically you have the same password for everyone, and then you just change the first name so it's always tracked. And then you would add your client, and then you'd also add them here. If you go to user roles, you'd add them as an admin, and then basically they can do everything except add or remove members. Now pipelines, as I said, this is the ones I showed you before. You can create a new one here, but you can also create it back if you go back here. Then we have calendars. Calendars is extremely simple. This is where you're gonna have, you know, all your calendars. You can create multiple ones. So let's say you're doing one for your client when a lead comes in, and then that's their calendar. This is where you would connect it. And basically how you connect their Google Calendar is extremely simple, which I'm going to show you also in just a second in integrations. Phone numbers is also really simple. You first want to register for the A2P registration, and then you can buy phone numbers. Extremely simple. Reputation management is good, but I would not recommend doing it at the start. This is basically, if you don't know what reputation management is basically when let's say a company wants better Google reviews, right? Reputation management is not going to anything less than 3-star reviews. So if it's only a 4-star or 5-star, that's when it's actually going to show. Then these two are not really important. Domains, this is where you connect your domain. So if you want to add a domain, you would basically put in the URL, right, of your domain, and it's going to show like custom values that you have to change it for. So like, for example, the A records or the other records, you have to change it, but there's tutorials on this on how to do it. Other than that, that's when you have your domains. It is extremely important to have a domain, I'd say, because honestly, if you don't have a domain, then, you know, it's just not looking professional. Now these two are also not that important. And then we have integrations. Integrations is probably one of the most important steps that you have to, you know, look into. So here's where they would connect their Google Calendar. So they would click sign in with Google, and once they sign in with Google, that's when you actually do get access to their Google Calendar. Same with their Facebook. Once they've actually connected their Facebook, many people have the problem where the leads do not show on their GoHighLevel, and there's a very simple fix for that. Once you've actually done that, you would want to click here, Facebook form fields mapping. Right now I don't have a Facebook connected, so it's not going to show, but once you've clicked on that, you want to select the exact lead form the leads are coming through, and you want to check the small box, right? You're going to exactly know what I'm talking about once you have Facebook connected, and you may want to make sure you have that box checked. Now for email services, you can connect your Gmail. So if you go add service, you connect Gmail, and then you put in the email and password, right? It's extremely simple. Now other than that, I'd say tags is also important. Let's say you're doing SMS outreach, you can create new tags, for example SMS, and then let's say you can create workflows where you add a certain tag to like a certain contact, and then it's going to start a workflow. So that's basically it. And yeah, as I said, integrations is important. You can connect all of these things here, and that would be basically it, I think. So it's a really simple quick overview on GoHighLevel. I didn't really go so much in detail, but it is extremely simple to use, and to be honest, it's really not that complicated, right? So many people are completely shocked at all of these different settings, but as I said, the main things you have to focus on is definitely opportunities, automations, and probably conversations. Other than that, you don't really have to look at all the other things, but you want to make sure in settings you also set everything up. So as I said, connect to Gmail, connect their calendar, and then basically when you connected their calendar, you can have it show up here, right? So it's gonna basically, if you go here to calendar settings, right, you create calendar, I'd suggest you do a round robin. It's always better. A simple calendar is always good as well. So you'd go here and then advanced settings, so you'd put the name, team member, whatever, and then you can basically select it to which calendar it actually goes to. So it's basically that simple, and then you're gonna have all the all the calls, all the leads, all the scheduled appointments, all in one place in one calendar, right? So you can have multiple calendars for multiple different reasons. And that would be basically, I think, for GoHighLevel. It is simple to use, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I'd really suggest you guys to just figure out automations, right? Not even watch so many videos, but try to understand it. Once you understand how it works, it's actually like super simple, right? It's once you've understood it, that's when you can actually, you know, start scaling. Because many people just watch videos and they just copy the whole automation or just get a snapshot and they don't understand what's going on. Just take some time, understand it, take a couple of days, and then you're gonna be good. Same with sites, you know, build a few funnels, build a few websites, and then you're gonna get better at it. It's that simple, and GoHighLevel is an essential tool, right? When people say, oh, I'm not gonna use it for a while, just start now. Use the free trial, right? I'm not saying buy it, right? I'm not saying use my affiliate link. I am gonna leave the link below. Just use the free trial and cancel it. I don't care what you do. Just use the free trial and cancel it. It's that simple.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're interested in using GoHighLevel, make sure to use the link down below in the description. It's a free 14-day free trial, so even if you're not at the point where you actually need GoHighLevel for your agency, I'd still suggest for you to get it so you just get to know the automations, all the workflows, everything that you need to know. So once you actually do need it, you're gonna know how to actually use it. Other than that, if you're interested in joining my Discord server down below, we have a free Discord server with over 7 free weekly calls every single week, as well as a 0 to 20K a month course if you're interested in scaling your agency for completely free. And on the last note, if you really enjoyed this video, please make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.